Hello. This is actually the winter solstice. Is anyone doing any intentions? Wow, we are approaching Christmas. How are you feeling? Share with me all the feels. I know that this can be a time where it can be really hard. It can feel really hard. But tune in because I am going to be sharing some ways where it doesn't have to be hard. So yeah, share with me who's here. Even if you're watching the replay, I'd love to know, where are you in your healing journey? Have you ever believed something along these lines? I'm wrong, or I'm going to be wrong. Something is wrong with me. Something is wrong with me. Does that resonate? Sometimes it can be something else like, I'm safer alone, or I'm going to be alone. Another one is, well, if I show my emotions, I'm weak. Or because I'm a man, I can't show emotions. That's the number one thing for men. And what that is really, really showing is deep-rooted shame, anxiety, fear, also known as emotional stuck trauma or emotional stuck pain. So I want to know, hey Chase, I want to know how these beliefs are showing up in you today. So just reflect. This is some inner work that I'm guiding you in right here, right now. How are beliefs showing up in you that are rooted in shame, anxiety, fear? How are they coming and playing out to you today? Where do you feel like you're wrong or you don't deserve love? Where are you giving your needs away in order to be loved? Where do you believe that something is wrong with you? Who told you that something is wrong with you? And stick with me, I'm going to guide you through this. So those are beliefs that were taught to us usually in childhood, right? Even up until we're 14, 15, we're still intaking beliefs into our being that might not be our true nature. Every single time you stepped out and you were fully expressed in your full essence when you were younger, you were given negative or positive cues from someone else you looked up to, and that formed your identity. It formed your self-worth, and when we're not fully aware of it, it's still playing out in adulthood in our subconscious. So it's going to take some awareness that I teach inside the Soul Talk method, but right here, right now, you can do this. So where is that showing up for you? Where do you believe that you're wrong? Where do you believe that you don't deserve love? There's a lot of different belief systems when it comes to religion, when it comes to society, people that had good intentions, that we looked up to them for love. Hey, Kristen, but they really informed in us an unauthentic, that's really hard to say, a really way that taught us to disconnect from ourselves, okay? So if you're struggling with the belief, I'm wrong, I'm going to be wrong, or it's safer to be alone, anything along those lines, that is shame. And someone else taught you that. Someone else taught you that, and you're letting that be in repeat as you live out your life. You came into this planet fully connected to your life force energy, fully connected to the divine. And you were also born into contrast. You were born into contrast where whatever state your parents were at, or any outer environment when you were born into, their insecurities, their wounding that they hadn't taken responsibility for, you were born into contrast. And you as a child then formed your identity around things that aren't actually you. And this is why the work that I do is so potent, it is so needed, is because so many adults, maybe yourself, maybe people, strangers that you come in contact with, family members, are still allowing these beliefs or stuck emotional trauma play out, and it shows up in fear, anxiety, not sleeping, That was mine. I literally was on medication since I was at age 7 because I did not know how to sleep. And I lived with chronic stress, chronic pain. And it wasn't until I was in my early 20s where I had written a book, I had done my master's degree, I had done all these little things, or big things really, big, huge achievements, which did not come easy for me. I did them. I would tell my story on stages, and there was something inside of me that I felt like I was dying. I felt like I was miserable. I felt like if this is all life is, I don't want to live it because this is not living for me. Now, what I didn't know what was going on the time was that I was living in deep emotional trauma I hadn't known about. It was just playing out like that. And I was so disconnected. I was so disconnected from myself that the anxiety, waking up with panic in my chest, it was a daily thing. But this had been my normal thing since I was a kid. Didn't really think that there was any other way. This was my normal. This is what I called life. And unfortunately, I ended up in bed for 4 months. Now, that 4 months, it seemed like 4 years. It can seem like a really long time, but it can seem like a really short time, but it was really long. And there was pain. There was a lot of insecurities. I didn't want to tell any of my friends or even my mom, who I knew had my back. I didn't want to tell them what was actually going on. I looked really good from the outside looking in. I had it all together. I had this great life, but on the inside, I was miserable and I did not want to go on like that. Now, this is what's key. There was a voice within myself, just like there's a voice within you, the truest essence of who you are. And that little voice within me was a whisper at the time. And it was me talking to myself. And it was just this little glimmer of, but Sarah, there's more for you. There's more for you. And I chose, even with the pain, even with the being scared of the unknown, I chose to listen to that voice. And I didn't have the answers. I didn't know how, but I chose to listen to that voice and focus on that. And so here we are 7 years later, and this is why I have made the Soul Talk method. I needed my shame and my pain to be held in a safe place. I did not know how to go to someone else because I wasn't safe within myself. So I thought, if I go to someone else and I tell them what I'm going through, what I'm actually feeling like inside, I'm going to be judged. I'm going to be hated on. I'm going to be said, like, suck it up, Sarah, like, get back to work. And this amazing person in my life, I remember walking into her office feeling so terrified, but listening to that still small voice, that was the thing that was getting me. And she held such safe space and she guided me back to me. And she was the first person that really helped me ignite this part of me that is playing out now in full force that I guide other people to. She gifted me something that I didn't know how to gift myself. And the number one thing when I talk to people and they decide to join the Soul Talk method, they will say, Sarah, you made me feel so safe. You reminded me of my true essence. And I'm like, yes, there is a true essence in you, and I want her or him to come fully online. And that is the invitation of joining the Soul Talk method. Do you want this as well? Do you want this as well? It is totally possible for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link the application in the comments. I want you, if this resonates with you, if there's a little bit of a yes or a little small voice within you, fill out the application. You'll get a free call. I learn about your journey and show you how the Soul Talk method works and empower you to make this decision if it's right for you. Now, I also want to just get back to the point of, okay, what belief systems are playing out in you? Something is wrong with me. I don't deserve love. I'm unlovable. What is it? Tell me. I'd love to know. Hi, Ted. Hi, John. So, those belief systems, it is a sign of 3 things. Number 1, there's stuck emotional pain or emotional trauma still in your body playing out from childhood. You're disconnected from who you truly are, your true self, Or number 3, our inner child still needs to be free. There's some wounding in there that needs to be free. Which one of those 3? It can be all 3, or it can just be one. And I want to ask you, could you be free as a child? Do you feel free now? Do you feel like you're living a life fulfilled and that you're on that vision for your life where you are completely, I'm going to live in my highest value. I'm going to live in my highest value. Where are you not living in your highest value? Okay, it's really, really key that you know this. And so the thing is that, okay, I believe that I'm safer alone, or I believe that there's something wrong with me. Most likely, hey, Livy, I'm so glad to see you. Come on here. Now, with that belief system of I'm wrong, or like I've been sharing with you, I'm unlovable, whichever one is yours, claim it, but then we're going to shift it. So most likely that belief came true already. Yeah. I am safer alone. I have been in a relationship where I was really hurt, so that came true for me. Or, yeah, I have been wrong. I have made a lot of mistakes, and people keep reminding me that I'm wrong, so it's true. It's true. And so that is the thing, is that you have that belief because most likely it came true in childhood, sometimes on repeat. If you were only safe alone in your bedroom, and then you would go back out to see your family, who are people who are supposed to love you, and then they abused you, they criticized you, they judged you, they taught you were unlovable. Yeah, you learn that you're not safe with people. You learn that you're only safe alone. And so that sometimes has been on repeat for a lot of you guys. And so guess what? You're still living in childhood if you haven't done this work. And that is why I invite you into the Soul Talk method, because you deserve to be free from that. And so where is that still playing out inside of you? For the Soul Talk method, I'm going to share with you now how it works. So the first step is you're really going to be connected to your soul. You do not have to wait until you're fully healed before you're connected to yourself. Your true essence is already there. You just need to know how to connect with that self and allow that part of you to come online. That's the first step I guide people through. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Ted. Yes, we get to manifest our reality. But if we're stuck in these beliefs, we're holding ourselves back from living our true self and our best version of why we came here. Woohoo. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is we bring the inner child into play. We free your inner child because your inner child is connected to your wisdom and your purpose. The third step is emotional release. Like, it is time to release this pain from your body. It does not belong there. The fourth step is to really, really anchor in self-trust, your intuition, and live with emotional intelligence. No more victimhood mentality. Like, you are online, you are living it out, you are showing up to your life radically differently. You're going to shift your reality. And then the fifth step is we welcome in abundance. We welcome in your giftings. I help guide you to shift your mindset around money. Anything is possible for you. Okay, and so those are the 5 key aspects, as well as you get a community with like-minded people. You get the option of upgrading, where you get one-on-one sessions with me every single week. And you get a community call where we really dig into what's going on with you. And these videos, the 5 steps I just shared with you, it comes also with a curriculum that's self-paced study. I really firmly believe we all learn differently. And I sure as hell did not learn the way that teachers taught me in school. And so I take that into consideration, where many different people who've got different learning styles, it works for you. Okay, so that is my amazing Soul Talk method, the sacred healing portal that I'm inviting you into. Again, the application is going to be below. The application, there's no pressure, but fill it out as detailed as you can. The reason why there's an application is because this isn't for everyone. I need people, or I want people who want this, who are ready to take action, who are ready to take responsibility and invest in themselves. And so this application really shows that. It allows you to vision some things out and to write out some stuff for me to see where you're at and prepare for our call. So you're gonna fill out that application, and then you're gonna book a call with me where we get on a call over Zoom, and you will be able to share your journey in more detail, and I can share with you the Soul Talk method. All right, and the last thing is, this is going up in price on January 5th. So I'm talking to people today, I'm talking to people throughout until January 5th, where I'm so excited to welcome you inside this. So for now, what is the belief? What is the belief that's holding you back? That has formed your identity? That is not the true essence of who you are. I am here to guide you back to your true essence. The greatest thing you can do is remember who you are. So fill out that application if this is a yes for you, and I'm so excited to see and meet you soon. I'll talk to you guys later.